Hey y'all, this is Mike. Welcome to Raider Dog Ranch. Today we're in the garage. I'm doing a project that has been on my list for quite some time now. I need to do some paint correction on my truck. It is long overdue. I've had this truck for probably 3 years now, and I've never done any paint correction, never done any waxing or anything like that on it. You can see when you look in the reflections of these lights I'm going to put on it, the paint is in pretty bad shape. Look at all the swirls in that paint. We all know that black is the absolute worst paint to show defects. And man, is it ever true on this truck. There's a lot of swirls to take out. See all the spider webs, lots of little minor chips. Look at this ridge right here going up. It is really scratched up. I don't baby this truck. I don't neglect it, but I don't baby it. As you know, we've got land, so we take the truck out there. We use it like a truck. We, build stuff out the back of it and things like that. So it does take a fair amount of abuse, but if you take care of the paint, it will last and it will shine nicely. I'm going to show you. By no means am I a paint correction expert, but it's been a hobby of mine for many years. I just love the fact that you can take something that's old and dingy and put a little elbow grease into it and bring it back to almost a showroom shine. So that's what we're gonna try to do with this one. I don't know how deep I can get. And as I say, I'm not an expert. If you want an expert's view, there are a lot of good channels out there. Chemical Guys, which is a product that I use almost exclusively now, they've got some great videos out there that show exactly how you can do paint correction or wheel detailing or almost anything in the paint world. But I just wanted to show you this. When I take the light away, it really doesn't look that bad. And it goes to show how you can still get away with, you can see a lot of the swirls when I shine the light straight down. But you can get away with some relatively bad paint for a long time. So we're gonna get into this. I'm gonna polish it with a Chemical Guys compound. It is a C4 compound. I do not give any recommendations. Don't do what I do because I'm not an expert. And if you do what I do, you could end up with bad results. The first thing I'm gonna do is run over a clay bar on this. So basically what a clay bar does is take off the imperfections that sit above the paint. If you could look at this on a microscopic level, there's little mounds of debris and fallout and all kinds of things like that on top of the paint. That's the first thing you want to take off. We'll do that with a clay bar, and then we'll come back with a cutting compound on a dual action polisher, and that will take out the swirls that are below the surface. There's a lot of good detail out there. If you want to do your own research on this to get a better understanding of how to do paint correction. With these dual action polishers that I use, there's very little risk that you're going to damage the paint. It used to be that if you just had the spinning polishers, they did not rotate. So the reason the dual action polisher is so safe is because the old one, the old spinning polisher, the ones that they used to use, it would just rotate like this. So you had this spinning wheel, this would just spin and spin and spin. And if you held it in one spot too long, it could burn your paint. The RPMs were very high and it would basically start to melt your paint. These dual actions do the spinning rotation, but they also sort of oscillate like this as they move. So that's why they call it dual action. It's spinning and it's oscillating. That keeps it from sitting in one spot while it's polishing, and it's much safer. So do-it-yourselfers like I and you guys can do this without much harm to your paint. I do not recommend doing this over and over and over. Obviously, the paint does have a certain thickness to it, and every time you do paint correction, you are taking off a very thin layer of clear coat or paint, whatever you are getting into. It's not a process that can be done infinitely. All right, so in step one, I'm going to use a clay bar, which is almost like silly putty. It's a little more dense than that. It's a little cold out here. It's 50 degrees outside, so this is kind of firm right now. You want to get this warmed up a little bit so it'll be kind of more malleable in your hand. You're going to flatten this out when you get ready to do this. And you're just basically going to spray this clay luber, or I've seen people use quick detailing spray. I don't know if you could use water, but basically you're just putting down a light lubricating layer so this will glide. If you don't do that, this just sticks to the metal. The other thing is you always want to make sure that your metal is cool to the touch. This has been inside all day, and again, it's only about 50 degrees outside, so this is the kind of thing that you'd like to do in the winter or fall before it gets too hot outside. One of the ways that you can tell if clay barring is making a difference, you're not going to see much of a difference with the clay barring, but you're going to feel it. So I don't know if you can hear this, but I can actually feel with my fingers little bitty bumpy spots on the paint, and you can hear how rough it is when I run my hands over. You can also put like a Ziploc bag over your hand and run your hand over it. Kind of gives I guess a slick layer that will kind of give you the same result. So what you're going to do is spray this down and then just do small motions like this. Generally, you want to go back and forth, and that's true with all card care. You never want to go in circular motions. You always want to go in the same direction. That prevents swirls on the paint. So we're just going to do a little sample spot right here. You can see that little bit of like that dirt layer right there. That is what it pulled off of the paint. And when I first hit this layer, I can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it on the microphone. I can hear how rough it is. And it eventually smooths out so I don't hear the bar sliding over the surface anymore. Always use microfiber towels. They're much smoother to the surface. So I have the microphone the same distance. I can't really hear that with my ears anymore. Maybe slightly, because I don't have a wax layer on it. So I would expect it to be not perfect. So I don't think you can see any difference from there. I mean, if I didn't know any better, I would think that was a pretty well polished surface. But I know it's not. But again, hear that versus that. That's what the clay bar does. One final note on the clay bar before I just kind of get into doing the work here. If you drop your clay bar on the ground, you have to throw it away. That will be heavily contaminated with dirt and debris that it hits the ground with. You do not want to put that back on your car. And when you get to where it's really dirty, what you'll want to start doing is folding it up, kind of twisting it, and just kind of creating a new surface. And then you're going to mold that back out to kind of a workable piece like this. And that's going to be your new surface. When that gets dirty, you do it again. And eventually you'll know. It just has too much contaminant in it to continue going. So you need to get a new piece. It's important when you do detailing work that you work small sections at a time. Do not try to tackle large sections. For a truck especially, trucks are huge these days. I'm just going to try to get the hood done. This hood will probably take me 3 hours by the time I'm done with the clay barring and polishing. So I'm not interested in spending my whole day out here.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah, go, go, go. Hustle hard out, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
All right, we've got half of the hood done and a little less than 10 minutes. So let's see. You can, I didn't put any quick detailer on there or anything. So there's still a lot of swirls. I'm sorry. There's still a lot of haze from the polisher. Let me hit that with some quick detailer and see if it makes any difference. Okay, so this half has been clay barred. This half has not. We'll use the light on the phone. No, I don't see any difference. Adding a bigger light. No. No difference. See that big scratch there? What I'm really interested in is, can we get that out? And can we get these scratches along this ridge line? Right there. See that? You can see it even better without the light. See that scratch? Now the general rule with paint correction is, if you can feel it with your fingernail, if I can get into this section here with my fingernail, I can feel that. If it rubs, then we can't fully get it out. We can correct it a little bit. And I can feel that one. That's a real scratch. These, I don't really, oh yeah, some of them I do. So some of these will not come out, but a lot of the swirl stuff that you see, I should be able to get most of that out.
Yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
All right, we're all done with the clay bar. I don't think there was really any difference, but I told you I didn't think there would be, other than it definitely feels a lot smoother. Still not perfect, but yeah, like I said, this paint is pretty heavily neglected by any car guy standards. Man, look at those swirls there. Wow. Next, we're gonna go on to the cutting the compound. What I'm gonna use is, I'm gonna use a yellow pad. There are standards for these pads. There's a lot of different colors, but the ones that I know of are a yellow, an orange, and a black. Yellow is like the firmest, so it's the roughest cutting. It's generally for heavy scratches. Then you can go to an orange if you're just getting out minor swirls and stuff. And the black is really just to like apply waxes and stuff like that. It's super fine. And then I mentioned before, I'm gonna use a DA sander. This is a Porter Cable DA sander. This used to be the go-to standard for polishing. There are a lot of new ones out there now. Chemical Guys makes their own. Torx is another real popular brand. So we'll use that, and we'll use this Chemical Guys C4 clear compound. I'm questioning whether this is a heavy enough compound, but always rather go too light than too heavy, and not knowing, I'm going to go with this one. This is one that we've used for swirl removing on some of our other cars that weren't as heavily scratched. That's why I'm going to go with the medium pad, thinking that the heavier pad will cut a little better into this, but I don't think we're going to do it any harm. Whenever you are polishing a car, always make sure that you take off any jewelry, watches, bracelets, buttons, things like that that can scratch the car, because you're going to, especially with a truck, you're going to have to lean over it. You don't want to add to the scratches while you're doing it. All right, that's my PSA, public service announcement. Now let's get into the polishing. We're going to put 5 dots on the pad. Like that. And we're going to put this over her shoulder. And we're going to blot this on. Turn it on a low speed to spread it around, and then we'll turn it up to a higher speed to polish it out. We're going to go to just a number 1 to spread it out. And I'm going to add some tape along this because I don't want to get polish on any plastic parts. And what you're going to do when you start polishing this is just basically polish it in until you don't see the product in the paint anymore, which could take a while. Turn her up. I'm going to turn her up to number 5. This is a scale of 6, so pretty fast. And we're just going to go back and forth really slow.
And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
Okay, after the first pass, let's see how we do. This up here is all polished. You can see some haze. That'll probably wash off a little bit. Ooh, there's a rough scratch that didn't come out there. Yeah, there's some right there that didn't come out. But if I come over here, this is where, see all those swirls? Those are mostly gone on this side. And then I come down here and this is, so that section right up there was already done. Definitely making a nice improvement.
And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
All right, let's see. All right, so far, it looks a ton better. Notice you can see all the specks now because all the swirls are gone. See the mirroring of the phone? That looks really good. If I mirror something on the wall, yeah, that turned out really good. almost exactly what I expected. Now, it's not perfect. You can see this was that big scratch I pointed out earlier. I think it's faded. There's another, I mean, there's definitely a lot of scratches right in that area. It'll look a little better after we wash it. Now the big test is the bright light. So you can see that right there. This right here is a paint touch-up. You know, the little paint touch-ups you buy from the dealerships and stuff. Really not good for the car, but it's better than exposed paint. So obviously a lot of highway miles, a lot of specs on the hood, but man, all the swirls are mostly gone. That's just a little haze nobody would get rid of. That's as good as really I expected to get it, without spending a lot more time cutting it down a lot more layers. So I'm really happy with that. So there's the pulled back view. Pretty good mirror finish. I will throw a coat of wax on that, let it protect it for a little bit. I'm still not sold on the ceramics. Let me know what you guys think in the comments on whether you go with wax or ceramic. I think there's some good advantages to ceramic, but I just don't know enough about it. I guess I'm an old head that is still stuck on the old stuff. So let me know in the comments what you think. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you like the content, if you want to see more like this. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.